A huge shift is happening in the world of US cryptocurrency regulations, and it's about to change everything for Ripple, RLUSD, and XRP. For years, the cryptocurrency market has been caught in a cloud of uncertainty when it comes to regulation, especially in the United States. Investors have been cautious, and companies like Ripple have had to navigate an environment full of legal hurdles. But now, with the US government making moves to provide clearer rules for digital assets, the stage is set for massive growth. The uncertainty that's weighed down Ripple, XRP, and RLUSD could finally be lifted, making way for major gains. If you've been waiting for the right moment to invest or get more involved in Ripple's ecosystem, this is it. In the coming months, we could see a shift that drives XRP's price up like never before, and the future of Ripple's blockchain solutions could look brighter than ever. The changes in US regulations aren't just a win for Ripple, they could spark a broader transformation in the entire cryptocurrency landscape. For years, Ripple has been fighting to establish itself as a leader in the cryptocurrency space, but its growth has been hampered by the ongoing legal battles surrounding XRP's status. The SEC's lawsuit has created massive uncertainty, not just for Ripple, but for the entire crypto industry. Many investors have been cautious, unsure of whether they should dive in with Ripple, RLUSD, and XRP due to the fear of additional regulations or legal action. However, this new shift in the regulatory environment is exactly what Ripple needs to thrive. With more clarity around the rules, Ripple's business model, focused on cross-border payments, decentralized finance, and blockchain solutions, becomes more viable. Institutions which have been hesitant to adopt Ripple's technology due to regulatory concerns will likely be more inclined to do so, knowing that the regulatory framework is now clearer and more predictable. This isn't just about Ripple's future, it's about the future of the entire cryptocurrency market in the US, which could see massive growth as a result of these changes. What does this mean for XRP's value? The legal uncertainty that has caused its price to fluctuate could soon be gone, and that clears the way for the price to rise significantly. With more institutional adoption and clearer regulations, XRP could see widespread use in areas like cross-border payments and even decentralized finance. As Ripple's blockchain solutions become more widely adopted, the demand for XRP will increase, which could lead to a surge in its price. This is the moment many investors have been waiting for, a moment when Ripple and XRP are poised to take the next big step forward. The US regulatory shift could prove to be the spark that ignites massive gains in the value of XRP, and if you're watching closely, now is the time to start preparing for what's coming. In the next sections, we'll dive deeper into how these regulatory changes will affect Ripple, RLUSD, and XRP, and why this could be a game changer for the entire cryptocurrency market. The US is undergoing a significant transformation when it comes to regulating cryptocurrency, and this shift will have major implications for Ripple, RLUSD, and XRP. For years, the crypto market has been struggling with regulatory uncertainty. With the SEC's ongoing lawsuit against Ripple and the lack of clear rules, many companies and investors were left in the dark about how to operate in the US regulatory environment. However, recent moves by US lawmakers and regulatory bodies are providing the clarity that the market desperately needed. The regulatory shift is designed to create a more predictable and transparent environment for cryptocurrencies, which means less uncertainty for Ripple and XRP. One of the key changes in the US is the growing recognition that cryptocurrencies are not just speculative assets but are here to stay as part of the global financial system. The US government, through agencies like the SEC, is beginning to see the need for clear rules that will help both innovators and investors. These new regulations aim to establish guidelines for how digital assets like XRP can operate within the law, giving companies like Ripple the stability they need to build their businesses. Instead of fighting through legal battles and regulatory challenges, Ripple will be able to focus on its core mission, providing fast, low-cost, and secure payment solutions for financial institutions worldwide. This new clarity will help Ripple expand its partnerships with banks and financial services firms, which will only increase the demand for XRP in the coming years. Moreover, the new regulatory framework is not just about easing the path for Ripple, it's about shaping a broader, more supportive environment for the entire cryptocurrency industry. The US is taking steps to treat cryptocurrencies more like traditional financial instruments with specific rules about how they should be used and traded. This makes it easier for companies to develop and offer blockchain-based solutions without worrying about unexpected legal roadblocks. For Ripple and XRP, this shift could lead to a massive uptick in adoption. The more stable the regulatory environment, the more likely it is that institutions will feel confident in integrating Ripple's blockchain technology into their systems. As a result, XRP could see increased demand and a significant price boost. This is not just a change in regulations, it's a monumental shift that will determine the future of digital assets and Ripple's place in the financial ecosystem. This regulatory clarity is essential for XRP, RLUSD, and Ripple because it signals a new era of stability and growth. The days of uncertainty where investors and businesses were unsure about how the SEC or other government bodies would treat digital assets are coming to an end. The US government is recognizing the importance of cryptocurrencies and taking steps to create rules that will allow them to flourish. With this shift, Ripple, RLUSD, and XRP are set to take full advantage of a more regulated, safer, and more predictable environment. As we look ahead, this regulatory transformation will help drive Ripple's future growth and pave the way for XRP to become a key player in the global financial system. The shift in US regulations is a game changer for Ripple and its stablecoin, RLUSD. Ripple has long been at the forefront of the cryptocurrency space, focusing on cross-border payments and providing blockchain solutions to financial institutions worldwide. However, the cloud of uncertainty surrounding XRP's legal status has held the company back. With clearer and more predictable regulatory guidelines now on the horizon, Ripple can finally operate without the constant threat of legal obstacles. This newfound regulatory clarity allows Ripple to focus on what it does best, helping banks and financial institutions streamline their global payment systems using blockchain technology. Ripple's success has always been tied to its ability to offer a fast, efficient, and secure method of transferring money across borders. XRP, as the bridge currency in Ripple's network, plays a vital role in enabling these transactions. However, the regulatory uncertainty surrounding XRP has made many institutions hesitant to fully embrace Ripple's technology. Now that the US is providing more concrete rules for cryptocurrencies, Ripple can accelerate its partnerships with major financial institutions. With clear regulations, banks and remittance companies will feel more confident in using XRP for international payments, which will drive up demand for the token. As Ripple strengthens its partnerships and increases its adoption globally, XRP's value will likely follow suit. RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin, stands to benefit as well. Stablecoins are designed to maintain a stable value, and they have become increasingly popular in the crypto space as a way to avoid the volatility often associated with digital assets. RLUSD is poised to play an important role in Ripple's broader vision for creating a more efficient and accessible global financial system. The new regulatory clarity will allow Ripple to more effectively launch and scale RLUSD, further cementing its place in the digital finance world. With more institutional and consumer trust in stablecoins, RLUSD could become a go-to solution for companies seeking a reliable digital currency to transact with.